Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, Forensic Networker students. I was saying forensic warriors. All right, the course today is a fun one, and that is sometimes MLM veterans, actually often, not sometimes, often, MLM veterans, people have been doing this for 20 years or more, they kind of lose the basics. They become so advanced or impatient or egotistical, and they start losing the basics. And boy, that becomes a detriment. I would take any day a brand new network marketer, someone who just got into the profession, who has no experience, over a 20-year veteran who is not following the basics. So if you're brand new, you're on my team, because basics is what makes you or breaks you. So I thought I'm going to have some fun with this today. I find myself over the last 3 decades, I have to have these talks with some MLM veterans who've done this for a long time. Even some top earners who've made millions. They get confused often. So let's discover some of that. This becomes relevant to you. Any one of you that's here, whether you're new or not. And so here's what you got to remember, veterans. Pay. Okay, looks like we may be losing reception here and there, so bear with me. So veterans, if you're not sure why you can't recruit, or you're not sure why you can't duplicate, if you're not sure why you can't build a team, if you're not sure why you can't build your checkup, well, pay attention. As I wrote in Forensic Networker, at the name of the game in anything, whether any competition, sports, business, is momentum. That's a good word, momentum. Right in the group here, all of you, right? Momentum is key. And as in Forensic, I talk about there are 3 stages of momentum. First, you start momentum. Hello everyone, hello. It's usual, your name, your time zone, where you're tuning in from. First, you start momentum. So you go out there, you make a list, MO box, style dialing, appointments, and you get some people in the system. You get some customers, or you get some partners. So that's starting momentum. Then the second stage is sustain momentum. So you can't lose it, because if you lose it, that's a mistake a lot of people do. They come out, they get a couple, and they disappear, and then they lose that momentum. It's like your car, right? You know that the time that your car spends the most gas is when you're taking off. When you're cruising on the highway, it takes very little gas. That's what they got highway miles and city miles. City miles always, you take more gas because it takes a lot harder, more energy to get into momentum. But when you're there, it's much easier to sustain momentum. So don't lose it. Then you have to start all over again. So step 2 is sustain momentum. So, well, to start momentum, you went ahead and launched a couple of customers, a couple of partners. Sustain momentum is where, what I say, you literally move in with them for 6 months. And that is, well, not really literally, but well, it means that every day you're on the phone with them, you're in the coffee shops with them, you do one-on-one for them, you're just spending time with them. Because I tell you, it's a well worth investment, because when things go wrong or tough in business, which it always does, people will stay with you and not jump into the next ship because of the bond and friendship and support you provide. Very, very, very key. So you want to make sure that you spend a lot of time with them. Now, while you're sustaining momentum and getting them to get their 2, remember, you got a 2, 3, and then you're helping each one of those 2, 3 to get 2, 3 each. That's sustaining momentum. Now, it doesn't mean that while you're sustaining momentum, you're not prospecting yourself. No, but what it means is that you're not abandoning them, right? You want to make sure, it's up to you to give them the information, the training, the support, to say that, well, I shared a post that the company's doing on a chat group. That's not support. Come on, we're in the people's business. Stop hiding behind a keyboard. Pick up the damn phone. It's free. Pick up the damn phone and call people, leave them voice messages, get on webinars on Zoom. When I was building this, 30 years ago, there was no internet. Internet was not invented yet. So we used to do this on conference calls with those old big phones. Remember the phones, the cell phones that look like a house phone? And at $3 a minute, $5, $10 a minute, depending on what part of the world it was. That's how we used to build it. Man, I tell you, $3 to $5, $10 a minute is it's expensive, but we knew it was cost of doing business. But free is easy, right? So when you get launch somebody, it's important, it's imperative next 12 hours or 24 hours that you are in contact with them by voice or belly to belly. So that's sustaining momentum. So again, you start momentum, you launch a couple of people, 2 or 3 people, and step 2 of momentum, sustain momentum. That means you help those 2 or 3 people, 4 people to each get 2 or 3, 4 people. That's sustaining momentum. And when they do that, or while you're doing that, then you advance momentum. That's step 3. And that is that you go get 2, 3, 4 more people again, and you do the cycle all over again. Don't make a mistake, because I've seen this happen a lot as well, where people come in, they do the start momentum, they get 2, 3, 4 people, and then they go to sustain, they help them grow, and they stay there. They never actually advance, because they figure, well, I got my 5 people that are going to make me rich anyways, so I don't have to do any more work. Wrong again, because what happens is that a lot of these people don't do anything, or maybe they're not going to be successful right away. Most importantly, they're going to duplicate you. And that is the name of the game. Duplication is either going to make you or break you in MLM. So you got to look in the mirror every single day. Every single action you take, look in the mirror. If my team duplicated what I just did, what type of business would I have? Right? What type of business would I have? So with me, you know, I said, I call it personal inventory. Every night you go in front of the mirror to brush your teeth, and it's important. So you ask a question, if all my team today did what I did today to advance my business, what type of business would I have? The answer is not good. What type of duplication are you getting? Folks, it's not. So I call it basic MLM one-on-one training for MLM veterans, because guess what? They don't do this stuff. They don't do this stuff. So the name of the game is momentum. Momentum only happens with duplication. Those are the good words. So start momentum, go get through 2, 3, 4 customers, partners. Sustain momentum. Make sure the 2, 3, 4 you just got, duplicate what you just did. Then go get 2, 3, 4. And advance momentum. My throat's a little bit phlegmy today. And advance momentum. Don't go in management mode, right? So just because you got a few active people, don't go in management mode. Advance your momentum by go getting 2, 3, 4 more people, and then you do the cycle all over again. Now, sometimes you get some new partners, and or maybe you or yourself, it's okay, well, you know what, I don't know anybody, which is wrong to begin with, but I don't know who to talk to, whatever. The fastest way to get into momentum, fastest way, is trade shows. Trade shows, networking events. Instantly, it fills up your forensic MO box. Instantly, it starts activity. Instantly, it starts conversations. So if you ever find in your MLM career that your team is not growing or stuck, or you're not growing, book a trade show. That will change things immediately. Immediately. Because now you have 50, 100, 200, 300 leads. That's going to keep you busy for a long time. And that, again, starts a momentum, because you got leads, you're calling them and doing appointments and then so forth. So there you have it. You know, veterans, okay? Let me add a side element to this. Veterans, do not, destroy your business or shoot yourself in the foot, lose all the respect you have because of ego, okay? You don't go ahead and become egotistical or ranking officer to your distributors. They should follow you because you give them love and care and respect and knowledge, not because you think you got a rank above them. It's not going to work anyways, but it's important that when you talk to people, remember I talked about forensic again, man, I love this course because it talks about all them very vital things. When I talk about forensic, when there's a big gap, the bigger the gap is between you and your prospect, the bigger gap is between you and your people, the less that they can bond and have commonality with you. And this whole thing is about bond and commonality and like and trust, right? Let's build this together. It doesn't matter if you're an LD4 and you're an LD1. Let's build this together. Now, you got to deliver the message. You got the assertiveness, the way you handle and carry yourself. should be a certain stature, right? You can't be a clown, you know, and messing around. No. So understand that how you would react in an office, in a job, except working with some family and friends you actually like. That's how you should react in MLM, where you are assertive, you are professional, but you love and care for them. And most importantly, I can tell you something about your people. The only thing they're asking of you to do, forget about the slave drivers that occasionally say, okay, build my team for me. Those are rare. They're there, but they're rare. What the number one thing your people are asking for you is your time. That's all, your time. They want your care. They want to feel important. Mary Kay Ash. Everyone wears a sign that says, make me feel important, and how you do that by giving them your time. All right? So, how do you build momentum? Right? The 3 stages of momentum. We should start, sustain, and advance. There you have it. Pass it on. Discuss it. I love to see interaction, guys. And you know what? This is your chance to learn what we just talked about. I want all of you to comment about this. Tell me what you got out of this. If you got some breakthroughs, throw some thumbs up, likes, hearts, whatever. Start activity. I always talk about work your business loudly. Share with me if you've been making some mistakes right here. If you're doing it right, share it right here. Ambassador, LD Vern shared her forensic tracking sheets yesterday. I loved it. Loved it. This channel is not about me giving it to you all the time. I want to take from you as well. All right, team? So, you want to reward me? Tell me what you get out of this, and I'm going to keep pouring into you. Stay forensic. Love you guys. Let's get to work.